Marvel swears Thunderbolts is the triumphant return that yanks the MCU out of the ditch. Disney CEO Bob Iger is calling it proof the quality over quantity era is finally paying off. The critics? Well, they're throwing roses. 88% on Rotten Tomatoes. Fans? Nodding politely in the low 90s. That's the audience score. And the box office? Whispers like a coupon for a free popcorn refill. I'm Chris, the Critical Nerd, here to separate hype from hard currency. Grab your calculators, let's bust open the safe and see what's really inside. So first, I'm going to go over, well, the love. That's right. Rotten Tomatoes, currently sitting at 88% critics and 94% audience. Post-track? Well, post-track exit polls show a solid 4 out of 5 stars. And headlines tout that this is the best ensemble since Guardians 3, praising Florence Pugh's snark and Bucky's brooding. That's great. That's really great. But rave reviews don't pay off 9-figure budgets. The box office does. So let's talk money, dollars and cents. I mean, the opening weekend, first weekend out of the gate domestically, 74.3 million. Okay, good. Not where it needs to be, but good. Second weekend, 32.4 million. Okay. It's only a 56% drop, which for a Marvel movie is actually not bad, especially the recent ones. So let's add it all up. 10-day domestic. We have 128.5 million. Worldwide to date, 272 million. Those are coming from Bleeding Fool, Cosmic Book News, and That Park Place. So the industry accountants, I mean, I'm no accountant, but even I can read tea leaves, peg the break even somewhere in the $550 to $600 million range once marketing is stacked on the reported $200 million plus budget. So right now, Thunderbolts is barely halfway there, with some serious competition looming in the coming weeks. Now, in my previous videos that I've done on the Thunderbolts, just as an aside, I had somebody say, well, it's almost got its budget back. That's not how it works. For those of you in the back, here's how it works. You have the budget of the movie. So let's just say it's 250 million. That's what's budgeted to make this movie. You have another 100 million in marketing and advertising. So a total of $350 million. Right now, worldwide, this movie has done 272 million. That doesn't mean it needs another $78 million in its break even. There's a revenue split between the studios and the theaters. And depending on that revenue split, depending on the country, which it usually comes out to about, I'm going to say like 53-47. That dictates this movie having to do somewhere close to $600 million to break even. That's an oversimplified explanation for everybody to understand. So now I digress back to the original point of this video. So how does the Thunderbolts stack up to some MCU titles post-Endgame? Well, let's start with Guardians Volume 3. It had a second weekend drop of 48%. It had a final worldwide gross of $846 million. It eked out a profit for Disney Marvel. Ant-Man and Quantumania. That had a massive 70% drop its second weekend. Its final worldwide gross was $476 million. That was a loser. The Marvels. It even outdid Ant-Man Quantumania. Minus 78% drop on its second weekend. It ended its theatrical run worldwide at 206 million. That was a huge L for Disney Marvel. The most recent movie, Captain America 4, Captain America Brave New World, had a 65% second weekend drop. It ended its theater run at 415 million. Another L. And we have the Thunderbolts. It's got a 56% second weekend drop. Right now it's at 272 million so far, projected to be somewhere around maybe 450 million when it's all said and done, which is going to end up being another L for Disney Marvel. So, does it have a chance possibly to break even? Sure, it's got a chance. Is it going to? Not based on current projections. I mean, 450 million on a movie that's got somewhere in the neighborhood of a $350 to $380 million budget in marketing. That's not good. So why the shortfall? I mean, this was supposed to be the movie that gets MCU back on the right track. So why hasn't it? At least according to the numbers. Well, franchise fatigue. Number one, after the Marvels and Quantumania, casual fans, they basically tuned out. They switched to airplane mode. They've checked out. Number two, you got brand confusion. Now, some people are out there saying, well, they planned on doing this all along. If you're in the know, you should have known this. That's what the asterisk was for. Sure. Okay. But if you're that confident in this movie, changing the name, changing the marketing, screams of desperation and lack of confidence. I know, I get it. They rebranded them as the new Avengers at the end of the movie. And then 2 days after the first weekend box office dropped, they abandoned the Thunderbolts and go right to a new Avengers. Again, to me, that screams desperation, not confidence. Thirdly, the budget. Spending endgame cash on a film with 0 A-list heroes is a huge gamble. And as far as audience goes, sure, it's paying off. But the numbers are just screaming here. Positive word of mouth can't outrun price tags this high. Period. That's what it's all about. So the bottom line here is this. Critics, they love it. Fans, they like it. The accountants, they're sharpening their red pencils, folks. Unless Thunderbolts discovers a hidden arc reactor of overseas cash, Bob Iger's comeback talk is, at best, premature. So there you have it. I'm just relaying what the numbers are saying. I've already expressed what I thought of the movie. I thought it was mid at best. I thought it was a 5 out of 10. I mean, next we got what? Ironheart coming out on Disney Plus in June. Then we have Fantastic Four First Steps coming out in July, leading up to the big Avengers Doomsday event come next May. I will say this. I will remain hopeful that Doomsday is a success, but based on recent history, So there you have it. Smash that like button if you crave box office reality over corporate spin. Drop your break-even guess in the comments and hit that subscribe button for more brutally honest pop culture autopsies. Again, I'm Chris, the Critical Nerd, reminding Hollywood that critical acclaim without critical cash is just critical condition. Roll outro.